Yes, shocking footage has emerged overnight of the French President Emmanuel Macron being brutally slapped and shoved by his wife and First Lady Brigitte just before disembarking his plane in Vietnam.
The media is lying again. And this time it's not just the legacy outlets. Even big YouTubers are jumping on board. They're claiming that Brigitte Macron, the 72-year-old wife of French President Emmanuel Macron, slapped her husband. But the truth is, there was no slap. And everyone seems to have missed the most important part. Here's a video from Sky News Australia about it.
Emmanuel Macron has been humiliated by his very own wife in front of the eyes of the world. Yes, shocking footage has emerged overnight of the French President Emmanuel Macron being brutally slapped and shoved by his wife and...
Brutally slapped and shoved. I am not seeing that at all. I'm seeing a shove, yes, but let's call it what it is. It's a shove.
First Lady Brigitte just before disembarking his plane in Vietnam. The internet went into meltdown with the bizarre display. This commentator said, "Macron, blink twice if you need help." Journalist Miranda Devine had a different take, celebrating the incident. She said, "Looks like Brigitte Macron, 72, is as sick of her smug man-child husband Emmanuel, 47, as the rest of the world is. Vive la France."
Now, it's definitely wrong to celebrate this, but this is the world that we live in today. I came across a story yesterday on YouTube about a woman who set a man on fire. He received severe burns to 55% of his body. He was in a coma for 8 days. He has life-changing injuries because of this. And the comments from a lot of people, a lot of women, were that he deserved this. This was all because he made a joke about how she should stay in the kitchen.
But not everyone took this as lightly as Devine. This commentator used the footage to shine a light on domestic violence, saying, "Imagine for one moment if Macron pushed his wife in the face like this. Imagine. Domestic abuse against men is common and widely ignored. All violence is unacceptable." And there wasn't only tension on the plane. Macron attempted to cover up the spat by offering his arm to his wife, which she swiftly rejected, leading to a very awkward walk down the stairs. Commentator Candace Owens mocked the situation, saying, "After first calling it Russian disinformation, Emmanuel Macron has now pivoted and is telling the press that he and his 80-year-old husband were play fighting. Ever play fight with a senior citizen? Also, Brigitte refused his hand coming down the stairs."
From Candace Owens, wow. I would really expect more from her, but it seems everyone only cares about views. She did, however, bring up an interesting point. This woman is 72 years old. Her husband is 47. I think it's safe to say there is probably some cognitive decline there. Now, my girlfriend works with seniors, and it is pretty common for her to get slapped, punched, kicked. Recently at work, she got punched in the face, side of her mouth, and broke some teeth, leaving us with a $10,000 bill. It's part of the job. It's common with seniors.
And eagle-eyed viewers pointed out that Emmanuel Macron was not happy about the public display of humiliation, clenching his fists in rage on the tarmac. And perhaps the most bizarre part of the whole ordeal is how Emmanuel Macron attempted to cover up the argument to the world's media after the footage was released. The president tried to make everyone believe the couple were just horsing around and pretend fighting. He said, "I was bickering, or rather joking, with my wife. It's nothing." His office also released a statement saying he was having a laugh with Brigitte. It was a moment when the president and his wife were relaxing one last time before the start of the trip by having a laugh. It was a moment of closeness.
To me, it sounds like they got into a little bit of an argument. She shoved him. She is quite old. This is common. It happens. It doesn't make it right. I'm sure he understands this. I do also. Why is this so difficult for everyone else to understand?
But no one seems to be buying the excuse, with this person saying, "I don't know, that look on his face doesn't seem like he's joking with anyone. He looks legitimately surprised once he realizes everyone has seen what happened."
Why are these big YouTubers lying about it? Why is Sky News lying about it? The video is right there while they're lying about it. Let's call it what it is. She shoved him.